Hey guys, it's Ben. Before I get started about talking about how you can get your first credit card, let me give you a quick background of credit cards and how I got started and how you can get started too. Because obviously in school, they don't teach you this stuff and you can't just randomly go to college and sign up for credit cards 101 because that's what you need in life. So these are the cards you want to keep forever because the longer you age them, the better it becomes, just like wine. But if you cancel any of these cards, it'll delete part of your credit history and overall reducing your credit score. And what a credit score is basically a number that determines your credit worthiness. And basically you want to get a high credit score because you want those good deals in life, which are loans. A credit score ranges from 300 to 850, and anything above 740 is considered good credit. And you could get the good deals in life. Basically, whenever you apply for loans, you're gonna get the good deals. And anything above 800 is all for bragging rights and to flex. Imagine one day we decided to just flex our credit score instead of designer bags and shoes. So I'm assuming you guys who are watching this probably don't have a huge loan or isn't in debt and also have a debit card because you need that in life. And if you don't, you should 100% go get a debit card first because it'll help you get a credit card. If that all applies to you, then your credit score should be in a decent shape, and that's around the 700 mark. And the reason why I say this is because my credit score was around the 700 mark when I first got my credit card. And also my brother did it, and also when my friends did it, they were around the 700 mark as well. And that's when we were 18 to 21 years old. So if you're young, this is good. Honestly, you have nothing to show for it, so your credit score shouldn't be in the red. But if you do have a loan in place for college, then that might depend. So the first step I took was to simply just apply for a credit card through your original bank or the bank that you bank with. And during that time, I was banking with Bank of America, and I still have their credit card right now, and it was the cash reward credit card. And when I first signed up, it was $200 cash back, which is really good because it's free money. But granted, you get a really low credit limit because you're first starting off. And I believe when I first got mine, it was around $500, which is pretty good when you're first starting off. And you can't go wrong with that. So I'm assuming about 75% of you guys will get your first credit card on the first go. But if you don't, you will have to move on to method number 2. And that will require you to make some sacrifices. No pain, no gain, right? So this method will require you to open a secure credit card. And the sacrifice I was talking about earlier was to put down some cold hard cash as a form of collateral to open a secure credit card. Now, before you say this sounds crazy and start to click away, hear me out. The reason why the bank didn't want to give you a credit card in the first place was because you have nothing to show for. And now you have this form of collateral, they're more likely to give you a secure credit card because they don't trust you enough to just go out in the world and start swiping left and right like Tinder. And they want to make sure they are protected. So if you want, you could put in $1,000 as a deposit to get a credit limit of $1,000, but you could get lower than that if you want. Some banks require a minimum, say $50, $100, or $200, and it all depends on you if you want to put more or less. Your bank will most likely have a secure credit card option, but if they don't, try looking into Discover It Secure Card. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by anyone, so there's no incentive for me to boast a product. As of now, it's probably one of the best secure card out there because typically secure cards don't give you anything back. For this one, you get 2% cash back on gas station and restaurants and 1% cash back on everything else. And it allows you to check your credit score for free. Another one I want to throw out there is the Capital One secure card. And obviously, you could go into any local union banks and ask for a secure card. And you can start as low as $50 or $100. And that depends on banks. And later on in life, if you want your money back, make sure it's a refundable deposit and then turn your secure credit card into an unsecured credit card. And then you go on your day as is. And now you're an upgraded person because now you have a unsecured credit card building you credit. And here's an example of the Discover It secured card and how you can get your money back. It states, we'll automatically review your credit card account monthly starting at 8 months to see if we can return your security deposit while you continue to enjoy your card benefits. So within 1 year as a responsible adult, you can get your money back. But let's go over some of the basic things that you have to know when holding something this powerful because I know for a fact that one of you guys will screw up and forget. Number 1, Know that your interest rate is going to be super high, around like 25%, but don't let that scare you because as a responsible adult, you're going to pay it on time. So that won't even matter or affect you at all. Number 2, pay off your card in full every month, and that's going to help you build your credit, and that's why I have to mention it twice. Number 3, only use up to 9% of your credit limit. So if you have $100, only use up to $9. And the reason why I say that is because banks want to see that you are a responsible adult and you could pay on time, and also don't just go out there and just swiping and maximizing your credit limit, because that will overall hurt your credit score. And number 4, smash that like button because that'll give you an edge to build your credit score. These are just a few basic things I want to cover, but in future videos I'll go more in depth about credit cards and such. And if you like this, please subscribe and I'll catch you all next time.